Hey there, fourth graders. So we're in our final, kind of full official week of fourth grade. We're getting to the end, and that's a really exciting thing. It's a really kind of sad thing too. I always get, I'm a little sappy, my wife says, but you know, um, endings and beginnings are things that I kind of, get a little emotional over. And I'm emotional about leaving you fourth graders and, in our experience online. So today and tomorrow, we're going to do two of my very favorite things that I do the whole year. And I keep both of the things that we're doing today and tomorrow. These are kind of like my lasting mementos from fourth grade. So if you remember, I want to make a digital scrapbook, like a digital Google Drive that we can share with each other that shows, what we've all been up to. So that's the end goal product of this is I want to kind of have yesterday activity and this one and tomorrow and other things we're doing this week and a few other things and put them into one Google Drive folder that we can all just share and kind of have. But today I want to do your fourth grade top 10. And this was, I started doing this a few years ago. I don't know why I haven't done it the whole time, but I started doing it a few years ago and I've just so loved the responses that I get. So let's talk about it. What's been your top 10 of fourth grade? When you think back at fourth grade, what sticks out? Is there a specific recess or a specific lesson? Is there an activity that we did? Something that was just so unbelievably fun or something memorable? What were your top 10 moments from fourth grade? And I'll share you mine. Actually, I did 11. You get a bonus one from me. So my top 10, I'm over Joy's face. I'll move my head down. My top 10, my number one favorite was having popsicles on our desks on the first day of school. That was fun. And that's something I haven't done other years. I just kind of felt like doing it this year. And we worked hard that first day and it was so just blazing hot in the classroom. And it was so fun just the last 10 minutes to just, hey, we're starting fourth grade. We just sat and relaxed and we ate popsicles on our desk on the first day of school. And that's something that I'll remember. So that's what sticks out to me for number one. Number two is our winter Lexile scores. This is probably a career highlight of mine. I've been studying a lot about reading and trying to figure out how to become a better reading teacher. And this year, if you remember, our reading scores in the winter were double what I've been able to do any other year. And I feel other years I've still done pretty good. I've always felt that I've, really progressed and moved my students, but this year was double. So we definitely had something magic going on with reading. And I'm just a little frustrated that this whole COVID thing had to happen because I was really curious to see, if it was double in the winter, I was really wanting to see where that would end up in the spring. But, I know you've been working hard and I know that, us working so hard during the school year kind of has prepared us for the online stuff and for summer. But, that was pretty cool to see double the growth of what I expected. Number three was the class pizza party for the Cache Valley Direct book. That was awesome. We had pizza and we had soda. That was just a good, fun day. I really liked that, it was a surprise and we were able to do it together. That was a lot of fun. Reading Harry Potter, that was of our online stuff. I've really enjoyed that. I loved reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and being able to leave you on cliffhangers whenever I wanted and laugh at it. I've loved reading Mr. D in the Chamber of Secrets. It's just been a great experience for me. And you know what? It's been good for my family too because Nolan and Elliot beg to listen to Harry Potter every night now. So I give, so not only was I able to read Harry Potter to you guys, but I'm in the process of reading it to my sons as well. So that was fun. And keep listening to Harry Potter. Wow, The Chamber of Secrets is such a good book, and then you can keep reading the other ones this summer if you want. The next one, sixth grade antics, was a highlight of mine. So there were two kind of funny things I did with the sixth graders that you guys probably don't know about. There was one time where it was during your prep and Miss Clark was in making copies. So I ran into her classroom and I said, sixth graders, follow me. And they didn't even think twice about it. They just, boom. They ran right out of the room and we went into the library and they just disappeared in seconds. And they were hiding behind all of the bookshelves and stuff. And I was hiding behind there with them. And then Miss Clark went into her classroom and she didn't have a class anymore. So then she looked in Mrs. Bostwick's room and she looked in the computer lab. And then I think Mrs. Bowden kind of gave us away. But then she came and found them. And she found them in the library. So that was fun. And then there was another time where it was while you guys were at lunch. The sixth graders were playing dodgeball where you try and knock over the pins on the other team's side. And what I'd done the day before with the other sixth grade class is I opened up the side door to the gym and I just ran along the back with my hand and just I just hit every pin and then ran out the other door. And I thought I was really funny and laughed. But this one sixth grade class had told the other sixth grade class that I had done that. So then the next sixth grade class, they were like ready. So, and Daniel had just like rebuffed the floor. So they weren't like really slippery. Or he just waxed it. So they wasn't like slippery. It just like, your shoes didn't slide on it. So I run in through the door and my feet just got tied up and I bam! And I hit the floor so hard before I even got to a pin. I mean, my knee was bruised for weeks afterward. I really thought I was gonna have to go to the Instacare. It hurt so dang bad. So I hit the floor like harder than a sack of potatoes. And the next thing I know is every dodgeball in that gym, I'm just getting pelted with by every student. And so it was all I could do to just kind of like get up, and I just kind of like limped out the door. And then I came back to my classroom and kind of, rubbed my knee for a bit because it really hurt bad. My number 6 was our animal defense mechanisms unit. That was so much fun for me. For a couple different reasons. I knew this was the last year of Elevate. We're going to be doing a different reading program next year, a different language arts. And I just I took this year to really tinker and implement some of the stuff I've been studying about at Utah State and try to really, this year I really tried to coach you how to think when you're reading. That was my goal. And with the animal defense mechanisms, that's really when I just kind of went, I kind of prepped it with holes and then loved that dog, but animal defense mechanisms, that's what we did all January and through half of February was me teaching you how to think when you're reading, which is hard. It's hard to teach, it's hard to learn, but it was so much fun for me. And I think it proved, I think it, was worth our time because we did so great with our reading growth. But for me, just to go and teach the way I just wanted to teach and to be off the chain and not worrying about following exactly what I was supposed to be doing. But just for me to kind of take some freedom with that and have it pay off so richly was a lot of fun. Recess. There's so many great recesses in mind. There was that one time you guys spun me in the little pod thing and I was just like, I was sick and had a headache the rest of the day. So that one wasn't as fun, but I'll remember it. There was that weird, there was a game I played. I don't know. You had to slice and jump and stuff. It was kind of weird, but I played that and that was fun. We've done Foursquare this year. I've played football this year. Swinging on the swings was fun. I've had some great recesses with you all, and that was a blast. The White Pine Parade that we're doing next week. That's hasn't happened yet, but that's going to be a highlight of mine. I'm really excited to see everyone and have you all drive past and say hello. Winter parent conferences went great. I truly, I don't know. Some teachers really don't like parent conferences. I'll just be honest. There are teachers out there that don't. I don't know. I've always really enjoyed conferences, but the winter parent conferences this year were just phenomenal. Just being able to show progress and growth and have great constructive conversations with parents on how to help kids. I left the winter conferences just feeling like I was on cloud 9. So that was so much fun. Holes, I had a great time. Madame Zeroni. Right. Holes was so fun to read. It's just a great way to kick off the year. And it's such a great story. I had a great time reading Holes with you. And then my parent volunteers, we had 6 parents come in and volunteer their time once a week to come in and read with students. And the work that they did was phenomenal. And that was something that I've kind of studied about and read about at Utah State. And I wanted to implement to help provide, kids some extra support in reading, and it worked wonderfully. And so having those parent volunteers come in so regularly to help students was phenomenal. So there is my top 10. What I would like you to do is on your slide, tell us about your top 10. And if you want to, I'll let you today, if you want to change your slide color and your text and font and stuff, feel free. Just make sure that all 10 are on the slide. So you might have to make 2 text boxes. You can have one text box as 1 through 5. Click this button up here and then do another text box over there. However you want to do it, I'm fine with. But let's hear your top 10. I'm so excited to hear everyone's top 10. Again, it is a highlight of my year to see these. So let's make them great. And I'm super excited to see everyone. So thank you so much. I'm very sad to be winding down with 4th grade, but I'm very excited to be winding down with 4th grade too. It's just arrivals and departures, or both fun and hard in their own way. So thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed my top 10. Have a great day. Bye bye.